my channel again. I'm glad you're here. So, I don't have anything on my face right now, just a little bit of W7 lip gloss, just to give me a little something, something, something. And I thought we could get started, kids. So we're going to use the same highlighter, my highlighter, the one that I simply cannot live without, concealer. It's a must-do, it's a must-have, it's everything. Oh, look, I'm ready for Halloween. Did you notice my necklace? Oh, please. We've got some spiders, we've got some webs, we've got some girl ghosts, and this we also have a little Betsy Johnson. And then I've just got my kitty cat earrings on today, and of course, I always have to wear that. So how is everyone doing? I'm going slow and easy, guys. Slow and easy. I am just fine, but we're still trying to figure out what's going on with me medically, and we're getting there. I think my biggest problem right now, after losing 15 pounds, which I feel fantastic, I think the biggest thing is my anemia. And I know a lot of women suffer with that. And it's no easy thing because you do get tired. I have very low B12. So it's something that I have to pay attention to. Make sure I get my rest. That's number one. And since I'm an insomniac, it's not the easiest thing in the world to achieve, right? But we're trying. Melatonin helps. If you've never tried that and you have some sleep difficulties, grab yourself some melatonin. Well, I'm not a medical, I am a medical person, retired, but I'm not an expert in melatonin. I'm just saying it's worked for me. So take that for what it's worth, my loves. So other than that, I'm just moseying right along. I've got my mirror right over here. I'm just putting my makeup on, and I thought we could chat. Guys, I've had some requests for certain kind of videos, and I'm hoping to be able to do whatever the requests are. You know who you are. It does take time. This is a new channel, so it's taking me a little bit of time to get rolling, but we're getting there, one day at a time. That's what I always say. Handle one thing at a time, everything one catastrophe at a time, everything, right? I hope you have a little drink. Stay hydrated. Do what Graham and Mary says. I see that as a badge of honor. All right, first new product. All right, and here it is. Guys, a friend of mine told me about this, and she is on her third tube, and it's a CC cream, and she absolutely loves it. We have very much the same skin, so I ordered the exact same thing. It was all of $6 or $7. I believe it's Korean, but I'm not exactly sure about that. But it just seems like everything that I have enjoyed of late has been from a Korean company. They really make beautiful products. But this is, let me grab my glasses because I can't even say the name, but I'm going to put it up there for you. Perfect Skin. It's rich in centella. I use it every day, centella. It moisturizes the skin and enhances beauty. Color corrector. I have it in the light. Even skin tone, makeup, and skin care combined, which I think is great. So it's a CC cream color corrector. And this is the name of the company. Have at it. Take a screenshot of that. I have it in the light, and it comes in a tube like this. And as I said, it's so economical. It really is cool. And this is what I do. Guys, I don't have a primer on. I haven't even used my fix as a primer because I don't need to with this. So I take about this much, okay? When I say I recommend this, I'm just not kidding. Now, when you go on Amazon, if you do go on Amazon to look this up, I will tell you ahead of time, it has mixed reviews. And I think that this is made for dry skin. I really do. I don't think this is going to work on anyone that happens to have oily skin or even combination skin. You'd have to try it and see what happens, but it sinks immediately into the skin. Now, is it going to cover up everything like a full coverage foundation. Of course not. It's a CC cream. Basically what it's going to do is it's going to give you a glow. I think you can see that. I'll give you a close-up. I always have to smile when I do the close-up. I don't know why. And then I go back in with just a touch. It feels like you're putting on moisturizer. That's what I love about it. It feels just like you're putting on moisturizer. But does it do a job? I just love it. Love it so much, guys, that of late I have not even been wearing, and it's still warm here in Texas. We're still in the 80s, but it's beautiful with a beautiful breeze. But I don't even use blush with this, and I certainly don't have to use, well, I could if I wanted to, but I haven't been using any kind of bronzer or any kind of contour. I just feel like this is one and done. So that's my first product, guys, and I love it. So there you go. So I'm not even going to put blush on. We're rolling with this. So the next thing I'm going to do, and the next thing that I do is I like to put on just a little bit of powder. Not everywhere. I use my favorite e.l.f. brush, best powder brush I have ever had. And I'm just going to go in the areas that I don't want too much shine. So I'm going to leave this alone. I'm going to leave this alone because I want to be seen from space, if you know what I'm saying. And I know what you're going to say, Mary. I can't believe you're putting on number 4 Radiant Milani. But habits die hard, don't they? It's a habit, and it's one that I don't think I'm going to break. I just love it. I do. I just love it. So that's that. Now think about how quick this is. You use this. Now I'm sure it comes in other tones from light. I didn't really look. I just grabbed whatever my friend had because we have the same skin. But even if you didn't want to use this as your last step and you just used it as a primer, you could definitely do that and feel so moisture. Moisture stays in, and it stays on all day. All day. It's just va-voom. It's just va-voom. So next we're going to do the eyebrows, and of course we always use the same thing. Too Faced Brow Wig, W-I-G. Comes in a brush, very similar to, I think, the e.l.f. one. Does the e.l.f. one have a brush like this? And I'm just gonna pop that in. There we go. Before I leave you today, I gotta show you my shirt. I love this shirt. It is so fun. This is a shirt I've had for a few years, and I wear it this time of year, obviously, but it is, let me just put the camera down a little bit. How cute, guys. What do you think? Look at those skeleton stance. You don't see that every day. Let's go back up. Oh, Mary. So, the next thing we're going to do, I think, hang on, I think I'm going to grab an old favorite. Is this it? Let's see if it's the old favorite. And it is. It is. And that's what I'm going to use today. And I'm going to put a little on these eyes, guys. Not too much, because I haven't been doing too much. I just love this color. And then we're going to go over here. Put it over here. So I hope everybody has something to do Halloween-y. Listen, I had the greatest compliment from one of my viewers. You know who you are. And she said that I gave her some ideas on the Halloween jewelry video, which was 1 or 2 back, I can't remember. After over 200 videos, they all start to roll into one. But anywhoosie whatsy, she was so kind, and she said, I don't want to dress up for Halloween, a costume or anything to go to work, but I want something, and I never thought about just wearing the jewelry. It just wasn't thinking that way. And I guess she liked the jewelry that I had, and she thought that that would be a great thing for her. I'm just putting this little bit of brown on, guys. Where are we? The middle one, right there. And oh my gosh, she was kind, and thank you for that. But that's what she's going to do. I think that's so fun that she got the idea from my video. It's just so fun, and that's a way that she feels as though she can bring in the holiday. Guys, if you do like Halloween, don't be afraid. Well, you know what I mean. Don't be afraid somebody's going to make fun of you or something if you wear something Halloween-y or jewelry or something. Be yourself. If you enjoy Halloween, and a lot of people do, you be yourself. You enjoy it. Will you do that, please? I think that would be absolutely great if you could do that, because it's really important. It's really, really important that you enjoy these things as you go along. I just put my Halloween jewelry away. I usually get one piece a year. I did debunk a lot of my jewelry when I was traveling to come to the Southwest from New England. Kind of back, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, I am back a little bit because I missed some of my pieces. And that's why I did that video for you, because I thought that would be kind of for you to see what my collection looked like, and not quite as extensive this year. But that's okay, because we can buy back, right? We can buy back. And that's what we just might do. Okay, put a little highlight up here. It's a little teeny bit. Enjoy your time. I have to do what's limited to what you can wear at work or what you feel comfortable doing. By all means, if you don't want to participate, if you don't want to do it, don't, oh my goodness, don't do it. But if you want to, then do it. Don't be afraid, because other people maybe can't get into it or something like that. Go down that road. Do what you want to do. It's really important. I'm taking my Bobbi Brown and I'm just putting it down below. Be you is the most important thing. You know, I spent a lot of years not being me. When I was young, I suffered a great deal from kind of knowing who I was, number one, and also, you know, to belong really badly. I'll tell you right now, it's a kiss of death. I don't care if I ever belong at this juncture of my life. I just feel like I'm who I am. Let the chips fall where they may. But at one time, it was indeed important. And that's what happens when you're young many times, right? I got to blend this lower lid just a little bit. But don't be afraid to be you. Now I'm me all over the place. I can't be stopped. We're going to a 50s, I don't know, dance or whatever you want to call it, you know, dinner and all that. And I am ready with my 1950s outfit. And I just want to say this. It's a 1950s cowgirl. I know. I know. Everybody's going to be there in the sock hop and the poodle skirt and all that. Mary's going to walk in the vintage cowgirl dress and the boots. But I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm very excited. And I figure I'm going to be a rich cowgirl. Kind of cowgirl trying to lure John Travolta away in Urban Cowboy. You know, kind of a naughty. A little bit, not much, but just a tad naughty. I know what I'm saying. Okay, new product. Okay, I put the mirror. Okay, I got it. Okay, my glasses. This is something I got in my Macy's box this month, and it is from Lancome, which seems to be the queen company of these boxes. And this is CILS Booster XL. And this is a base, mascara base. And we're going to give it a try, kids. We're going to give it a try. Naturally, using my favorite. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. My favorite Essence mascara. Yes, okay, let the big mirror out, guys, because this is quite the job. All right, first of all, I'm going to say I'm not having an easy time getting it on, but okay. Let me work at it. Let me give it a fair shake, right? Remember when these mascara bases or primers were all the rage? Well, this one you can barely see, and I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, it's not coming out very, that's for darn sure. Is that a word, demonstratively? I think so. If it isn't, it is now, right? Right, gals and guys? All right, here we go. All right. I'm finding if I don't put the tip, I can't get anything off of this. Of course, it's a sample, but I can't seem to get very much of it, and I wanted to give it a really good shot. But if you're anything like me, I'm not going to sit around for too long trying to get something on like this. And Lancome is not inexpensive, too, so let's think about that. All right, well, that's drying. I'm going to put a touch of concealer, guys. because I have a red spot on my nose, and now it's showing itself, and I don't care for it. So we're gonna say goodbye to that. Darn it, well, okay, that might have been too much. All right, we're not gonna panic. We are not gonna panic. There we go, that's better. And then we're gonna put a little powder on that, kids, because we don't want that going anywhere. Okay, here we are. Okay, it's time for essence, fave and mine. But let's give this darn primer just a little bit more time, because we want to be able to say that, you know, we're fair Joes, right? That we gave it a really good shot. So I thought today, in honor of my sequin top and my wares here, that I would use MAC highlighter. I'm not a big highlighter person, but I figure when in Rome. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous bronze, well, gold. And I'm just going to use a touch, guys. We're just going to use a touch. So here we go. But like I said, I'm not really this kind of a gal, but you know what? I'll probably wear this as the cowgirl, aka a little bit naughty dance. I'm gonna kick up my heels, kick up my cowgirl heels. I don't care. All right, there you have it, kids. Now I could put a little bit of blush on, but you know what? I'm not going to, because I wanted to show you that you don't always have to do that. Okay, then I'm going to take my powder brush and just soften this a little bit, because I am communicating with another solar system at this juncture. So let's go like this, guys. We might have got a little enthusiastic, and it happens to the best of us, but we're not afraid. We're not afraid, are we? Okay, I think that's all we're going to be able to do, kids. And I'm just going to go right along. Okay, the next thing is going to be Essence mascara. I saw it on sale for $3.99 during Prime Days. Can you imagine? Here we go. Now you guys might be saying, Mary, why don't you use an eyelash curler? Because I've almost killed myself several times over my lifespan using one of those curlers, and then I see people using the heated ones. Oh please, I would have no eye left. There would be something catastrophic that would happen to me. No, I can't be allowed with that kind of a weapon. No way. No way, no how. Okay. Okay. There we go. I feel like I have something in my eye. Oh god. Okay. The other side. They feel a little stiffer than they normally feel. And you know what, guys? I'm going to say, I think I have a little bit more going on here than I usually do. But I'll let you be the judge. What do you think? I think I do. I'm going with it. I'm seriously going with it. It didn't look like it was going to really do too much, but I think it's kind of good. I think it's kind of good. Okay, we never know. All right, I'm going to need a sip before I do the lips, but thank you all the gals who liked that dark lipstick I had on, MAC lipstick that I had on, that in the tube looked brown black. Again, another thing you don't know, and I've had that lipstick for so long, and that was the only time I've ever used it, but I will be using it again because I think it's just so pretty. So today, I thought I'd use another MAC product. And this is MAC. Let's see if we can see it. I think it's called Cocktail. But, you know, if somebody can see it, it's so hard to see these little teeny tiny little things, so we're not going to worry about that. But anyway, if I figure out what it is, I'll put it down below. Okay. It's a very pretty, sort of a corally red, but very fallish, I think. And I just think it's beautiful. Okay, here we go. Now, you probably want to know why I don't use a lip liner, because I hate them. I do. I've never found the one that was soft enough that I thought stayed on for any length of time. And they don't seem to change the result very much for me. So I just go with it. This is another MAC product. I'll put it down below, but you can see it's this gorgeous. It's what I wore over the dark MAC lipstick in that video, in the Halloween jewelry video, or the pocketbook. Actually, it was the Halloween pocketbook. Okay. If it's this is a luster lipstick, but if it's matte, I always use a topper because I'm not a fan of matte. I like something with a little less sparkle. So this is perfect for this time of year. And I just think it's so pretty. Isn't it kind of fallish? I think it is. I like it. Okay, done. We're done, guys. Okay, turn you a little bit here. And I'm going to put you up just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to take the pins out of my hair. So I just let my hair just kind of curly a little bit this time around, this washing, this whatever. But anyway, here we are. So you can let me know what you think. Okay, that's it. And the two new products is this wonderful CC cream, and it is Lancome mascara primer, excuse me. I'll try to get a zoom in on that. I don't know, sometimes I wonder if they put a lot of product in these samples. They seem to get smaller and smaller from these beauty boxes, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about it, but it just like that to me. So I don't know, but that I think gave a little bit more of an oomph to my eyelashes. So you can let me know, guys. Hey, listen, I love you, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing something Halloween-y. Hope that you're, I don't know, guys. It's really hard sometimes for me because I know the ages of my audience, and I know they generally tend to be a lot younger than me. I think my demographic is something like, 30 to 50 or something. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know how to impart always, or maybe I feel a little lacking in able to how to take it easy in your life. The only experience I have is time. I'm 70. I've seen it, done it, been embarrassed, not embarrassed. I've had victories, triumphs, failures. Yeah, at the end of the day, don't sweat it. You're the only one who's thinking about it, right? And if you don't fail, you're not human. And if you don't fail, you don't learn. So listen to what I tell you, okay? Love you a lot. See you in the next one. Bye for now.